Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? Jared Sergi here with Trial by Fire. This video we're going to discuss what I feel like is something that's could potentially plague our fire service, and that's the what's in it for me mentality. I've posted on my Facebook page a couple times about that, but here I just want to talk to you in this video to address it a little bit more. So I was at the station last night and we were talking amongst each other, me and about 5-6 other guys, and we were talking about getting classes for just general knowledge to make yourself a better firefighter or paramedic or medical provider, classes that you need for promotion, and then training up to be, say, an ALS provider if you're going from EMT to a higher level of certification. And we were talking about people's reasonings for it and how there's sometimes some maybe people that are upset, not only in my department, but I hear it all over the country, really, where it's, if my department's going to want me to get promoted, well, they need to send me to these classes. If they want me to become a master firefighter, well, then they need to pay me to go take these classes. I'm not doing it on my own. If they want me to get it, then compensate me somehow. What's in it for me? If you have the resources in your department to send people to classes compensated, whether it's pay or comp time or leave or whatever it may be, I think that's great. Not every department is in that position and can do that. But regardless of if you can or can't, the what's in it for me mentality will destroy your fire department. I understand, I hear people's, a common argument is, well, I have family, I have kids. Totally get that. I have a family, I have a son, he's 3 years old, he consumes a lot of my time. I don't ever get the chance to, not ever, but I don't get the chance to take as many classes as I want. I would take them every other week. My wife would kill me if I could, but I just can't. So I understand that side of things. But the other side of the coin is you have an obligation. And if you want it bad enough, you should go out and get it. If you want to get promoted, well, go out and get it. If you want to advance to a high level of EMS certification, well, tell you what, go out and get it. All right, it's up to you. If you want to choose to let your fire department or your organization run and dictate the way you're going to move through your career and wait on them, well, you may be waiting a long time. So take charge of your career yourself. I'm pretty sure that probably everybody watching this video put up their right hand and they swore an oath, all right, that they'll protect life, property, that they'll serve the citizens in their community, something probably close to that. With that comes an obligation. With that comes a responsibility for you to go out there and educate yourself, whether it's general knowledge, classes for promotion to make you better at your job. You, me, we have an obligation to do that, regardless of if someone's going to send you to a class or not, or compensate you or not. We can't lose sight of what we're doing here. I feel like that's a virus that's going to infect a fire department, and I feel like it's a virus that will infect the fire service if it's allowed to fester. So how do we fix it? Well, if you know anything about me, I'm big on fixing things at the company level. Right? I believe that at the company level, so many things can be changed. Culture, a lot of different things can be done if those company officers are doing their job. So we set the example. We try to explain to our people, hey, this is why we're doing things. Get back to the why. There's plenty of people that talk about reinforcing the why of why we exist. So get back to that. Tie it back to the mission. Tie it back to what we're supposed to be doing for our community. I wonder how if we had these same arguments in front of citizens and they heard us say, well, I'm not going to go get this class to make me a better firefighter unless somebody pays me for it. I posted on my page the other day, if you go to, you're not going to get hired by a law firm and they're going to say, oh, come on aboard, pal, and then they're going to send you off to law school and pay your way through college and things like that. Those things just don't happen, all right? If you want to go to law school, or if you want to be a lawyer, you go to law school. If you want to be a doctor, you go to medical school, all right? If you want to be a solid, forward-thinking, smart, tactical decision-making kind of person, then go out and get it. Go take those classes and don't sit around and wait for your fire departments to do it, all right? So just my piece of advice to you, again, at the company level, focus on what you're doing here. Focus on what your job is, and remember that you raised your right hand, and you have an obligation to yourself, the people around you, and the people that you serve to get out there and get things done and not wait on anybody else. So get out there, take those classes, move towards making yourself a better firefighter, and crush anybody that tries to give you the whole what's in it for me mentality. Thanks, everybody.